here today, we are Ling and Lam from Group 1 presentation. We are here today to talk to you about the circulatory system and healthy diet. And here is the agenda for our presentation today. The first part is the vocabulary. In this part, I will introduce you some medical terms related to heart anatomy. It's a little bit difficult, and some common phrases related to the circulatory system. In the second part, Mrs. Lam will suggest some foods that you should take into your diet for a healthy heart and some harmful ones that you should avoid. Let's start with heart anatomy. Yeah, in the heart anatomy, we have 3 parts. Part 1, 4 chambers of the heart. In Vietnamese, it's 4 ngăn tim. Okay, in the second part, large vessels of the heart. And the last part is 4 valves of the heart. Okay, let's start with 4 chambers. This is atrium, right atrium, left atrium, right ventricle, and left ventricle. As you see, atrium in Vietnamese is tâm nhĩ, and ventricle in Vietnamese is tâm thất. Please pay attention that atrium is the singular now. When we change it to plural, plural is called atrial. Okay, we have 2 atria, the right and the left, and we have 2 ventricles, the right and the left. In the left ventricle, the muscle, you hear the muscle here? You see muscle here? Yeah, it's harder, it's thicker than other chamber. Okay. This is the definition. Of 4 chambers. You should take the photo here to learn. Okay. And next, we will come to red vessels. A great number of people misunderstanding that any red vessels are arteries and blue ones are veins. It is definitely incorrect. The color of the vessel depends on the oxygen's amount in the blood. The first one, we will learn the aorta. Aorta. Here is the aorta. Do you see that? Okay. Aorta is the vessels carries oxygenated blood pumped by the left ventricle of the heart to the rest of the body. It is also the largest artery in the body. Here is the aorta. And next, we will come to pulmonary arteries. Arteries here is plural nouns because we have 2 arteries here. Okay, 2 arteries here. First of all, we have to note that the adjective pulmonary. Pulmonary is the adjective. The stress is full on the first syllable, pulmonary. Okay, that means connected with the lungs. Therefore, from now on, we should say pulmonary disease instead of saying lungs disease. It may sound more professional. Pulmonary arteries are 2 vessels carry blood that lack oxygen from the right ventricle. This is the right ventricle I mentioned above to the lung for gas exchange. And next, let's come to vein. Vein are the vessels that carry blood from all parts of the body to the heart. From all parts of the body to the heart. We have vena cava. Vena cava in Vietnamese is tĩnh mạch chủ. They are either of 2 great veins that take blood without oxygen in it to the right atrium of the heart. Here is the superior vena cava here from the upper body, and inferior vena cava from lower body, and it takes blood to the right atrium. It is right atrium. Can you see that? Okay. Next is pulmonary veins. We have 4 pulmonary veins 1, 2, 3, 4, and they are the vessels receive oxygenated blood from the lungs and deliver it to the left atrium. This is left atrium of the heart. Okay. Okay. This is the picture. You can take a photo. Aorta. Here is aorta. Pulmonary artery. We have left pulmonary artery and the right one. Okay. The superior vena cava, inferior vena cava, and four pulmonary veins, right and left. Yeah, and now let's come to valve. Valve in Vietnamese is van. Van and valve sound a little bit similar, so I find it easy to learn, to remember it. Valve is a structure in the heart that lets blood flow in one direction only. There are 4 valves here. I circle it. Yellow circle, can you see that? Okay. The heart valve separate atria from ventricle, and ventricle from great arteries. Okay, here is one valve separate ventricle and artery. Okay, the valves have 2 or 3 cups or leaflets. In Vietnamese, it's called lá van. And in this slide, you can see very clear how many leaflets each valve have.
4 valves.
Pulmonary valves have 1, 2, 3, 3 leaflets. Mitral valves have only 2 leaflets. Okay, you can take this photo. And here is the heart anatomy. Any vocabulary I mentioned before in these pictures, and you can take a photo. Okay.
Okay.
And next, I will introduce you some phrases related to the circulatory system. I think that you know the word blood pressure. The phrase blood pressure is mean huyết áp. I think that you have learned it before in the first semester. Okay, Mr. Zien has taught us that words. But have you ever know that which kind of blood pressure it is, and which number that tell which blood pressure it is? Okay, I will show you now. There is systolic blood pressure. In Vietnamese, it's called huyết áp tâm thu, and this is diastolic blood pressure. In Vietnamese, it's called huyết áp tâm trương. And the 60 here is pulse or heart rate. Yeah, we use millimeters of mercury. We don't say mmHg. Yeah, we have to say millimeters of mercury. And now we will come to the phrase that I think that you will see the cholesterol. We have learned in biochemistry. And we see it in the TV. It's very familiar for us. Cholesterol is a fatty substance found in most tissues of the body, and it has a vital role. Your liver makes cholesterol, and it is also in some foods such as meat and dairy products. Your body needs some cholesterol to work properly. However, a high level of cholesterol in the blood is linked to a higher risk of heart disease. There are 2 types of lipoprotein that related to cholesterol. It's LDL and HDL. They are the combination of lipid and protein. LDL and HDL have different purposes. LDL stands for low density lipoprotein that carries cholesterol to your arteries. A high level of LDL lead to a buildup of cholesterol. You can imagine that is like a wall, in your arteries, especially heart arteries or coronary arteries. In Vietnamese, it's động mạch vành, động mạch nuôi tim. This buildup is called plaque. hay còn gọi là
Đóng
cái
đinh đi.
việc làm nặng bạn.
Còn
Vượt qua cả số, vượt qua cả những điều
Clark
cô
will
phải làm.
mention the
cô bảo
word
là thôi
plaque
em
after,
này làm
okay?
giảng viên luôn
And
đi, cô đọc
HDL
cô không hiểu gì
is a
đâu.
good cholesterol.
Nhìn,
HDL stands for
nhìn em là
high
cô thực trạng.
density
Density the
lipoprotein
proteins
that
that carries
carries cholesterol
cholesterol
from
from
other
other
parts
part
of the
of the
body
body
back
back to
to
the
the
liver.
liver. And
The
then your
liver
liver
then
remove the
remove the
cholesterol from
cholesterol
your
from your
body.
body.
Okay, as you get older,
What
you
the
get
fuck,
fatter,
lệch đéo gì ở đây?
cholesterol can collect in your arteries and form a
Cholesterol
plaque. This is plaque, okay? When the plaque is formed day by day, it causes the arteries to become hardened and narrowed. And therefore, it slows down and blocks the blood flow to the heart. The existence of the plaque also increase the risk of blood clots in your arteries. The blood clots, that means đông máu. This is the pictures of a blood clot.
Mẹ nói đông máu luôn, nói lên 12 yếu tố
The
đông máu
blood
luôn đi.
clot may break away and block an
Thrombosan rồi
artery in your heart and brain.
thrombosan A2, E2.
And the result is the patient may suffering from angina. Angina is chest pain, đau tức ngực, stroke, or heart attack. Okay, these are the pictures of plaque and blood clot. It's very risky and dangerous, right? Okay, in 2017, cardiovascular disease caused the highest number of deaths in Vietnam at more than 200,000 deaths. Although there is not one single cause, an unhealthy diet can be one of the contributing risk factors for heart disease. Paying attention to what you eat, consuming various healthy foods, and avoiding harmful ones are more important preventative measures you can take. And now, Mrs. Lam will introduce you some foods that healthy to heart
Nam sẽ
and some
giới thiệu một
food
số loại
that
thức ăn
harmful to heart.
tốt cho sức
Okay,
khỏe.
and let's welcome to Mrs. Lam. Hello, Miss Lam.
Làm đây.
Okay.
Next, we are going to discuss about healthy diet. It includes four healthy and four harmful foods for your heart. Here are four healthy ones. The first healthy food I want to recommend you to add to your diet is leafy green vegetables. Leafy green vegetables like spinach, kale, broccoli are well known for their wealth of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. In particular, they are great source of vitamin K, which helps protect your arteries and promotes proper blood clotting.
Nôn đi, mấy thằng chị nôn.
Ở đây nghĩa là nó sẽ giúp cho bạn bảo vệ cái động mạch và ngăn ngừa cái máu đông á, tắc máu. They are also high in dairy nitrate, which has been shown to reduce blood pressure and improve the function of cells lining the blood vessels. Some studies have also found the link between increasing intake of leafy green vegetables and a lower risk of coronary heart disease. Next, I'm going to talk about whole grain, ngũ cốc nguyên hạt. Vietnamese is ngũ cốc nguyên hạt. Whole grains. Some common types of whole grain include whole wheat, brown rice, oats, rye, barley, buckwheat, and quinoa. This means compared to refined grains, ngũ cốc nguyên chất, whole grains are higher in fiber, which may help reduce bad LDL cholesterol and decrease the risk of heart disease.
liên quan đến tim
Numerous
mạch,
studies
làm
have found
tăng cái
that
cholesterol.
including more whole grains in your diet can benefit your heart healthy by significantly decreasing systolic blood pressure to reduce the risk of stroke. When purchasing whole grain, make sure to read the ingredient label carefully. Phrases like whole grain or whole wheat indicate a
Này
whole
xinh nhỉ.
grain product, while words like wheat
Con này thì nhìn quen
flour
đấy nhỉ?
or
Ồ, đây sao
multigrain
nào?
may
Hình như
not.
con này nhìn quen quá rồi.
The next one is berries.
Chết mẹ
Strawberries,
cho con này
blueberries, blackberries, and
Cái gì anh
raspberries
định mua à?
have important
không,
nutrients
cách đây
that
trước khi mua bông
play
rồi,
a
nhưng mà anh đọc lại tin nhắn
central
anh thấy
role
quen
on
quá.
health.
Thật Lào,
Berries are
biết rồi.
rich in
Lúc em hình như em giới
antioxidants,
thiệu con này sao ấy?
là chất
Đâu mà
Rồi,
chống
em hỏi
oxy
nhìn quen
hóa,
quá rồi.
đây nó ngắn
like
mà.
Đúng.
anthocyanin, which protects against the
Đi vẽ xong mày lại thắn online này.
oxidative stress
Đủ các này.
and inflammation that contribute to the development of heart disease. Studies show that eating lots of berries can reduce several risk factors for heart disease. For example, one
Ui, mệt quá.
study in 27 adults drinking a beverage made the freeze-dried strawberries for 8 weeks. The result was significant decrease in bad LDL cholesterol by 11%. Another study found that eating blueberries daily improved the function of cells that line the blood vessels, which help control blood pressure and blood clotting.
Clotting, stop the
A
feasting,
berry
snack,
can be
or delicious
classified
low
as
calorie
snack
dessert.
or delicious, low calorie and dessert.
Dessert.
Try adding
Bông
a
thối.
few different times to
Good.
your diet to take advantage of their unique health benefits.
Con đĩa nữa này, con
The
đĩa
last
nữa này.
healthy food
Con đĩa
for
nữa.
heart is green tea.
Con đĩa lợn này.
Green tea has been
Con đĩa chó.
associated with a number of health benefits, from increased
Anh ăn thông nho
fat
không?
burning to improve
Ăn thông nho.
insulin sensitivity. It's
Ăn thông nho
also
không?
brimming with polyphenols and carotene,
Cái thông nho hôm qua đăng
which
story ấy.
can act as
Ăn
antioxidants
Ăn
to
không?
prevent cell damage,
Ăn
reduce
không?
inflammation,
Ở dưới tủ
and
lạnh xuống lấy 2
protect
cái
the health
túi nhỏ.
of your heart.
Lấy 3 túi đi.
According to more than 20 studies in
Cái tủ lạnh
American
ấy.
universities, a higher intake
Thôi
of
là 2
green
túi,
tea
dưới tủ lạnh có
was
2 túi nhỏ và bên cánh cửa ấy.
associated with
Anh mở ra cánh cửa 2 túi nhỏ không phải túi to đâu, túi to làm quà có túi nhỏ ấy.
levels of
Lấy 2 túi
LDL
nữa.
Nữa thì lấy giờ ăn
and
rồi,
total
ăn đói không? Mày
cholesterol
đói à?
Anh ăn thì xuống lấy, không lấy thì thôi.
decreased for
Ăn gì mà căng?
Phán ngày đi ra.
systolic blood pressure.
Nãy vừa ăn với ai đấy?
Taking green tea
Anh về Long Biên.
supplement
vừa ăn một mình
drinking
ăn này.
matcha, a
Đấy.
beverage
Ăn một
that
mình.
Mình hai
similar
cốc.
to
Cái nước
tea
hôm
but
qua.
with the whole
Điều.
stick may
Anh
also
ngửi xem.
increase heart
Đéo ngửi
health.
gì cả. 2 cốc đi mẹ.
A lesson to
Từ hôm qua,
Đúng
cốc
nhỉ?
cốc kia từ hôm qua, anh thấy có một cái bánh mì vào từ hai hôm qua.
thức ăn là gây hại cho
Mày nặng như con lợn, mày nhảy nó cứ bụp 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 xuống sàn
the
nhà.
first one is a red meat and processed meat.
Chết thật. Đi mẹ chưa sao à?
Red meat include
Mẹ, 20 phút rồi.
pork and
Người
lamb. Have
Chắc
more
là chết.
have more
Chắc cuộc đời ra gì nữa
saturated
chỉ.
fat. Can be
Rồi cô cũng
also
cho điểm
called
mà.
as bad fat, là
Cô
chất
cho
béo
điểm
có
mà.
hại.
Cô không nỡ lòng nào đấy
That
trượt môn đâu.
and rich, saturated
Cô cũng chẳng
and
muốn làm với
trans
em
fat
đâu.
can raise your blood cholesterol
Chăm một tí, con này hơi
and
quá sức
make
rồi đấy
heart
anh em.
disease worse. Processed meat like hot dog,
Đây cái gì đấy? Red meat là đồ ăn màu đỏ à?
sausage, and
Thức ăn
some
màu đỏ đấy.
Và
are the
protein
worst
nào?
types of meat for your heart. They are
Là gì?
not
Processed
only high
meal,
in saturated
thịt.
fat, but also have high amounts of
Red
salt,
meat là thịt bò, thịt lợn.
found in heart disease.
Lam là thịt bê bò, cừu
The
khiết
last
gì đó.
one is candy.
Kẹo này,
Candy.
kẹo.
Ây da.
For
Candy.
many years, smart people
Nói lắm thế nhờ.
as the biggest dietary
Hồi đó quay